Overall, I think the company's still doing well, but I think the big story from yesterday is they still are going to have to change, how they kind of edit the users. But not only that, they know they need to move the product on, and they're trying things like stories and trying to keep that audience that they need so desperately to be engaged. So they have to continue to spend money to make sure that we tune in and spend our lives looking at Facebook.
You optimistic or pessimistic about their ability to do just that, keep us locked in?
I'm a little pessimistic. We don't own it, and it's always been because of the capricious consumer and the fact that, there's no real moat there. I can decide to start looking at Instagram or spend my time on Twitter or do other things whenever more compelling time wasters come along.
In terms of what it would take to convince you, is this simply a value question? Price would have to get better before you'd get back in, or is there something the company could do to make you say, hey, okay, this is where I want to be?
Well, if they would come out and really demonstrate that maybe they had a more edited product. My thesis is this. Whenever YouTube came out, people flocked to that, and it was the darling, and it was going to replace TV, and scripted TV was going to go out. And here we are, not only are we getting away from cable, but we're paying for access to scripted, edited kind of content. And I think that's ideally what is going to happen here with Facebook. But I don't see them kind of moving in that direction. We, the users of Facebook, are still the writers of Facebook. And I don't know that that can go on forever, because I think we're kind of boring.
Kim, if you're looking for, the dominant time waster, does that take you toward Netflix? It seems like the market's decided that they're willing to pay a very high valuation for exactly that kind of content producer, basically that gets people hooked.
Sure. Well, I think I'm immune to all of this stuff because I think we're going to see cycles, and we've begun to see that, where content providers are not dependent necessarily on Netflix. For example, Disney's going to build its own. And I also think that the whole series sort of thing that we're in right now, and we've seen this where people switch. In the AT&T call, people are switching between providers of content. And I think ultimately that's what we're going to do, is go after the content, not the provider. So whenever a provider comes up with some sort of moat that makes it difficult for people to move off of that, I'm more interested in that sort of investment.